Before we get into today's video talking about Halo Infinite's cosmetic system and how just terrible it is in my honest opinion, I do want to mention right away that this in no way is hate towards 343 or their team or the game or anything. Personally, I love the actual game, I love the gameplay and everything about it, and I love 343 because, as you guys know, I'm a data miner. I data mine video games, and one of the games I've data mined recently has been Halo Infinite, and because of it, instead of, getting sent a DMCA strike or completely ignored, I actually have access to just talking to a 343 person, and I've let them know. I'm like, hey, if there's ever anything I post that you guys don't want posted yet, just let me know and I'll take down the tweet. And based on how I've seen 343's team interact online, they're the most open company I've ever seen when it comes to their game, and I really have faith in these guys. So without further ado, let's just start off in today's video by talking about the main crippling points about this whole cosmetic system that I absolutely despise. So firstly, I'm not going to talk about what you've probably seen everyone and their mom talking about, which is the item shop and how basically everything is purchased through the shop. Instead, I'm going to be talking about something that's a little bit more of a gripe for me that I haven't seen many people talking about at all, and that is their emblem system. So as you guys know, you can get an emblem, which you can put on your nameplate. You can choose a random color based on the view that, they let you have for that specific emblem, and you're allowed to rock that in game. However, something they've done that I don't know if they've done in previous Halos, I'm pretty sure they haven't, and this is new to this Halo, because it might be in Halo 5, but I haven't really played that one, is that instead of getting, let's say, an emblem and you get it on your Spartan, your armor, your weapon, you get it everywhere, you get an emblem, and it could be an emblem for your vehicle, it could be just an emblem for your weapons, it could be just an emblem to put on your Spartan's chest. And personally, I feel that this is a very shady system overall, because as you guys may know, Halo Infinite has capstones, where it's like you complete all these challenges for this week, and you get a bonus reward that's only available for that week's capstone. And as someone who's data mined the game, something I've noticed is that they'll have the exact same image, the exact same URL and everything, for multiple weeks. And the reason why that exact same image is for multiple weeks is simply because you're not getting it for everything on 1 week. You're getting it for maybe, your Spartan's armor on week 2, and then, for your weapons on week 7, and then on week 10, you finally get it as a nameplate emblem. And that system, I just feel, is honestly infuriating as someone who would like to just get an emblem and know that, hey, I got this, I now have it on everything I own, I can put it on everything, instead of being like, well, I have 2/4 of this emblem for my stuff. And now for my second complaint. My second complaint is how their coding system works. So if you guys don't know, whenever you start the game, you have a free core. And a core is basically a whole entire Spartan set. It's themed around a certain thing, with your main core being able to, have a lot of cosmetic options. It has a lot of coatings by default. Therefore, you're allowed to pick like blue, yellow, green, whatever you want to be right off the bat. Now, obviously, you can get some more like brighter coatings or whatever it might be. But the thing is, these coatings are restricted to that specific core, and so is every other item in the game. You'll get an item that might be only for like a samurai core, or an item that's only for the starting core, or even items that are only for the core you can get from the current battle pass in the game. So it makes me confused on like, why would they even do this, and why would they sell items in the shop when it's like, if you want to purchase this item, you had to have gotten this core from this event a while ago. Not only that, but the samurai armor I mentioned, the actual default color coatings that you would get on the default armor you got when you launched the game are paid coatings on this actual samurai armor. That's right, you get one coating by default, and if you want to change the colors to be a blue or something, you have to buy a bundle that includes that blue color that you got free on your other cores, as well as, getting some extra cosmetics with it, just so that the bundle has a higher price than you may be wanting. And to actually give you a great example here, that blue coating I just talked about for the samurai armor, that is the exact same coating colors as the default ones for the other cores, is in a $7 bundle. So why is it that I have to pay $7 to get a coating that came free with my other 2 cores in the game? Now, based on what 343 has said on Twitter, they are planning on brainstorming ideas, fixes for this whole entire cosmetic system, because they know there's an outrage and an outcry overall, just that no one really enjoys the system despite the game itself being fun. And they did say it may take some time for them to actually implement a working system that will allow us to have more cosmetic customization without having to spend $1,000 for 2 armor sets. So hopefully this eventually happens, and based on how 343 has been acting recently, I highly expect it will happen, because as an example of something good they've done recently, they've been taking the feedback on how slow it is to progress in their battle pass and have been tweaking the daily challenge of playing a match every single day to make it so that you can easily earn 1 to 2 levels every day by just playing 7 to 10 matches. So they are taking the feedback we're giving, and they are trying to improve the game for the longevity of it. But for our final topic of today's video, I have to talk about what I mentioned at the beginning of today's video, and actually mentioned when I was talking about the Samurai Armor, which is their item shop. That's right, when they were actually announcing this game a long time ago, they mentioned that basically all the cosmetics could be earned for free through progression. However, it appears that only the base cosmetics could be earned for free, because if you want to look in game, and if you actually look on screen, this armor set right here costs 20 bucks. That's right, if you want to look like this, and or at least, you know, have the helmet so that you can put different coatings, whatever you want on it, you have to fish up 20 bucks just to get the whole entire bundle, and it's something that I feel is kind of weird. Now, of course, cosmetic that are like exclusive to item shops makes sense. Every game that's free to play practically has this. I mean, look at Fortnite. They'll release the same reskin with a different color or whatever it is for the 50th time and sell it for double the price as what it originally was, and they do make their money. However, with Halo Infinite, it feels that because of the whole core restriction, it makes it even worse to want to purchase something that's in the item shop, because you're not spending $20 to have like this helmet for all 3 of your cores. You're spending $20 to have this helmet for a specific core. That means if you want to have this helmet with like a specific coating, to have it with a specific color, visor color, whatever it might be, you have to make sure before you're purchasing it that this specific helmet, this specific armor set works with the core that your other stuff that you've been using and that you want to put it on actually has the stuff with. And it's just something that all comes down once again to the whole lock to specific core type of situations that I hope they fix in the future. But I do want to know in the comments down below, what do you think about Halo Infinite's cosmetic system, and what do you think they should do to actually improve and fix the system? Well, with that said, my name's Fire Monkey. If you enjoyed today's video, consider subscribing to support the content I'll create, and I'll see you champs and champettes next time with another video. Peace out.